Hey Year 3, it's Mr. Rose here. I've got a really fun Friday or weekend activity for you today. We are going to be making pancakes, which I'm really excited about. Pancakes are awesome because you can put whatever you want on top and it tastes sweet. So, without further ado, let's get into it! Okay, so we're only going to need a few ingredients for today because we're making pancakes and pancakes are really simple. Actually, they're probably more like pikelets, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you what ingredients we need and then I'm going to step you through the process of how to make them. Woo! Alright friends, let's have a look at our ingredients for today. Here we go. Okay, so here are our ingredients. Pinch of salt, 2 cups of plain flour. Don't you dare put in self-raising flour. Plain flour, please. Then we've got 2 eggs, half a cup of sugar. Yes, I know that's a lot of sugar, but you know what? Pikelets are very sweet. If you don't want that much sugar, take a little bit out, that's fine. Then we've got bicarb soda, half a teaspoon. Then we've got baking powder, half a teaspoon. And right here in this bad boy right here is 1.5 cups of milk. That's our ingredients. Let's whack it all in a bowl and stir it up. Now that we've got everything in the bowl, let's give it a whisk. Whisk until there's no lumps left. You might need an adult to help you with this so you don't spill it out of your bowl, but if you've got a big enough bowl, you should be okay. There's eggs in there. Okay, I've whisked it a little bit, but you can still see that there's lumps in there. So make sure you keep whisking until there's no lumps, okay? Just keep whisking until there's no lumps. It might make your arm fall off, but there'll be no lumps. Now, like all good chefs, you're gonna have to sample your product. So what you can do is you dip a spatula in. Oh, that is very nice. I know you're gonna like this one. Yeah. It should look about this consistency. So it's quite runny, but that's gonna help when we pour the mixture into our pan, not make the pikelets or pancakes too thick. They're gonna be nice and thin and decadent. Very nice indeed. All right, so now you're going to get a pan and you're going to go over to your stovetop and I'll show you what to do next, okay? All right, with some paper towel, you're going to get a little bit of butter on your paper towel, not too much. We don't want to coat the pan all together in butter, but we just want to give it a little bit of grease on the bottom so our pancakes don't stick. If you've got really good non-stick pans, you probably don't need this, but for mine, I do. All right, so now I've got my ladle. This is to scoop out the mixture and pour it into my pan. I'll show you exactly how I do that. Now, wait till your pan heats up and then you can pour the mixture in. Okay, so I'm going in with the mixture. I don't know exactly how much I need, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to pour it right into the center of my pan. Not too big, not too small. This is a bigger pancake or bigger pikelet. And you just let that sit there. You can maybe tilt the pan around and you can make it a little bit thinner if you like. But just let it sit there and do its magic. And I'll show you when it is the right time to turn this beautiful pancake. The next thing you're going to need is your spatula. And that is to flip the pancake over when it's done cooking on one of its sides. I'll show you how to do it. Oh, Roy, are you okay? Roy! Oh, yeah, he's fine. Gotcha, boy. So you can see that the bubbles are rising to the top. That means the heat's coming all the way up through the pancake. When they pop, it's the right time to flip our pancake over. Now, I don't know why, but the first one usually is not very good. Okay, so just if it doesn't turn out the first one, keep going with the second one and the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. How much the batter makes. All right, so you can see that the bubbles are starting to pop on the surface. So that means the other side should be nice and brown. Give it a little loosen around the edge and then go straight under and flip it over. And voila, Mr. Rose, magnifico. Now this next part is a little bit tricky because we don't have the bubbles that come to the top. We need to have a little sneaky peek underneath. See what's going on underneath. When it's nice and brown, we can take it off. And usually I keep them in the oven if I'm making them for a lot of people. Just keep the oven not too high, probably the lowest it can go, and it'll keep it nice and warm. Now I've made the big one, I'm gonna make some small ones. On my pan, I reckon I could get maybe 2 or 3. That means that you're just putting less mixture in each spot that you make a pancake. Oh, be careful, get those drips off. One over there. Whee! Oh, bit of a dribble there. It's all right. One over here. Oh. And one over here. See, I've got 3. I've got enough space to flip them, so that should be okay. They look a little bit funky-dunky, but you know what? Mr. Rose is a bit funky-dunky, and I like to make some weird-looking ones too sometimes, you know? Right, so we can see that the bubbles are forming, and when they start popping, that's the perfect time to flip over your pancake. Pancakes! Pancakes, 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 da, da, pancakes! Flippy dippy 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 dipped. Yeah. Eat, oh, eat, oh, eat, oh, eat, oh, eat, oh, eat, oh, eat. Mm-hmm. Bing. Let's serve them up. Okay, now, the beauty with pancakes or pikelets, ooh, that banana looks really big, doesn't it? It's not that big, it's quite small actually. Okay, so the beauty with pancakes or pikelets is that you can put whatever you want on top. I usually like to put a little bit of butter and a little bit of a drizzle of maple syrup on, or golden syrup or something like that. But you can put jam or whatever you want on these. A bit of honey would be nice. Oh, maybe you've got some berries at home. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you what I do at home usually, and then you can decide what you want to put on top of your pikelets. All right, so on my big fella, I'm going to put some sliced up banana, a little bit of butter, and maple syrup. Oh, yum. This is going to be great. And just a little drizzle of maple syrup, not too much. Beautiful. And there you go. That's your big pancake. Okay, now with these little guys, usually I put some jam on it or something like that. I don't have any jam or anything like that, so get creative with what you might like to put on top of these. They're so good. All right, I've got my pancake right here with a little bit of butter, a little drizzle of maple syrup, and banana. I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. Remember, this is a pretty sugary food, so we don't eat these all the time, but it's really cool to make it for someone, maybe like Father's Day, maybe Mother's Day, maybe someone's birthday. You can make these, they're really easy. You can do a really good job. And I look forward to seeing if any of you make these pancakes. I want to see some photos of the different toppings that you put on. Have a great weekend, year 3. I'll see you next week. Oh, sorry. I'll see you later.